Have you ever noticed how some mornings feel heavy before anything has even happened? Nothing is wrong, no crisis, no bad news. And yet, your chest feels tight. Your thoughts are already racing. The day feels like something you must survive rather than something you get to live. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine waking up and feeling steady, unrushed, quietly content for no particular reason. Not because life is perfect, but because your mind is gentle. Buddhist wisdom teaches that happiness rarely comes from big achievements or dramatic changes. It is shaped in small, almost invisible moments, especially in the first hour after you wake up. Morning is when the mind is soft, open, impressionable, like water before it freezes into the shape of the day. What you do in these first moments quietly decides everything that follows. Today, I want to share 6 simple morning habits, calm, practical, deeply human, that can help you begin each day with peace instead of pressure. Listen slowly. Let each habit meet you where you are, and begin again tomorrow morning. Habit 1. Wake gently before the world touches you. The way you wake up matters more than you think. Most people wake up as if they are being chased. An alarm rings, a hand shoots out, the phone lights up, notifications flood in, messages, news, deadlines. Within seconds, the mind is pulled into comparison, urgency, and noise. Before your feet even touch the floor, you are already behind. Buddhism would call this unconscious suffering, not because anything terrible has happened, but because awareness has been replaced by reaction. Your day begins in defense, but there is another way. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, don't reach for anything. Not your phone, not your thoughts, not even your plans. Just lie still, feel the weight of your body on the bed. Notice the quiet of the room. Notice how the air feels on your skin. For a few moments, let yourself exist without doing. This space between sleep and activity is incredibly precious. It is one of the rare times when the mind hasn't fully constructed its worries yet. It is soft, open, almost childlike. If you rush past it, you lose something important. But if you stay, even for 1 minute, you begin the day as a witness instead of a reactor. Gently bring attention to your breathing. No need to change it. Just notice it. The slow rise, the soft fall. If thoughts appear, and they will, let them pass like distant sounds. You don't need to follow them yet. There is nothing to solve, nothing to fix, nothing to become. Right now, you are simply alive, and that is enough. You might silently say, I am here. This is a new day. I will move slowly. These words are not affirmations, they are reminders. When you wake gently, your nervous system stays calm. Stress hormones don't spike immediately. Your body doesn't enter fight or flight mode. You begin grounded. Over time, this changes everything. You react less sharply. You speak more softly. You feel less rushed, even on busy days, because the first feeling you practiced was steadiness. Happiness is not created by adding more to your life. Often, it begins by removing the first rush of noise. So before the world touches you tomorrow, touch the morning first. Let it be quiet. Let it be yours. Habit 2. Breathe as if you have nowhere else to be. There is something beautifully ordinary about the breath. It asks for nothing. It costs nothing. It is always with you. And yet most of us ignore it until we feel stressed, tired, or overwhelmed. In Buddhist practice, the breath is considered a doorway back to the present moment. Because while thoughts wander into yesterday and tomorrow, the breath only happens now. That is why conscious breathing is one of the simplest ways to return to peace. Each morning, before you stand up, take 5 slow, intentional breaths. Not deep or dramatic, just natural, gentle, unforced. Inhale through the nose, feel the cool air entering, feel your chest and belly expand, then exhale slowly. Let the shoulders drop, let the jaw soften, let the night's tension melt a little. As you breathe, notice how much you've been holding. Maybe your forehead is tight, maybe your stomach feels clenched, maybe you're already worrying about the day ahead. This is normal. The mind tries to protect you by planning everything, but planning first thing in the morning often turns into quiet anxiety. Breathing interrupts that pattern. It tells the body, you are safe right now. Nothing is attacking you. You can relax. With each exhale, imagine setting something down. The need to hurry, the need to impress, the need to control the day. Just for these few breaths, allow life to carry you instead of you carrying life. You may notice thoughts pulling you away. That's okay. Don't fight them. Just return to the breath again and again. This gentle returning is the practice, not perfection. The Buddha taught that awareness of breathing alone can lead to deep calm and clarity because it trains the mind to stay anchored. And when the mind is anchored, small problems stop feeling like disasters. Emails don't feel urgent. Traffic doesn't feel personal. Delays don't feel like failures. You begin to move through the world with more space inside you. That space is where happiness quietly grows. Not excitement, not constant pleasure, but something steadier, a quiet okayness with life as it is. After a few breaths, place a hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the warmth of your body and realize something simple. You are alive. This day has already given you a gift. So before you rush into doing, practice being. Let your first action each morning be breathing, slowly, softly, as if you have nowhere else to be. Habit 3. Set one quiet intention, not a list of demands. Before your feet touch the floor, before you check the time, before the day begins telling you who you must be, there is a small window when your heart is still undecided. In that window, you get to choose something important. Not what you will achieve, not how much you will finish, not how productive you will be, but how you will be. Most mornings, people wake up already negotiating with pressure. I need to reply to that message. I'm behind on work. There's so much to do. I don't have enough time. The day becomes a silent argument before it has even begun. And without realizing it, happiness disappears, not because life is terrible, but because the mind has turned the day into a test. Buddhist wisdom offers a gentler way to begin. Instead of a to-do list, choose an intention. An intention is different from a goal. A goal says, I must accomplish this. An intention says, I want to move through life like this. A goal is heavy. An intention is light. A goal depends on circumstances. An intention depends only on you. This small shift changes everything because circumstances are unpredictable, but the way you show up is always available. So tomorrow morning before you stand up, ask yourself quietly, How do I want to walk through today? Not what will happen, not what you must finish, just the quality of heart you want to carry. Maybe the word that arises is patience, or gentleness, or courage, or clarity. Don't overthink it. Let the word come naturally, like choosing a direction rather than a destination. Then hold that intention softly in your mind. You don't need to repeat it all day. You don't need to force it. Just remember it like a quiet companion walking beside you. The Buddha taught that suffering often comes from attachment to outcomes. We cling to how things should go, and when life refuses to follow our script, we feel frustrated, disappointed, or inadequate. But intention releases that grip. It says, no matter what happens today, this is how I choose to respond. For example, if your intention is patience, when someone speaks slowly, you notice the urge to rush them and soften instead. When traffic stalls, you breathe rather than tense. When a mistake happens, you pause before blaming yourself. Nothing outside changes, but your experience changes completely. Or maybe your intention is kindness. You speak more gently, you listen more fully, you forgive small things more quickly. You treat yourself like a friend instead of a problem to fix. Suddenly, the same day feels warmer, not because it is easier, but because you are softer. This is the quiet power of intention. It transforms ordinary life into practice. Every conversation becomes an opportunity. Every frustration becomes a reminder. Every moment becomes meaningful. You stop waiting for special conditions to feel happy. Happiness begins to grow from how you relate to what's already here. Another beautiful thing about intention is that it removes the fear of failure. To-do lists can make you feel like you never did enough. There is always more, always something unfinished. But you cannot fail at being patient. You cannot fail at returning to kindness. Even if you forget 10 times, you simply return an 11th. That returning is the practice. And strangely, it creates self-trust. Because you realize, I may not control the day, but I can always come back to myself. Over time, this habit changes the emotional tone of your mornings. You wake up not thinking, what do I have to survive today? But gently asking, how do I want to live today? There is dignity in that question. There is freedom in it. It reminds you that life is not only about completing tasks, it is about shaping your heart. You may still work hard, you may still be busy, but inside, something stays steady. You are no longer chasing happiness somewhere in the future. You are practicing it, moment by moment. So tomorrow morning, before the lists begin, before the world asks anything of you, choose one quiet intention, one simple way of being. Carry it lightly, return to it often, and let it guide you like a small lantern through the day. Not bright, not dramatic, just enough light to walk peacefully forward. Habit 4. Begin with gratitude for what is still here. Before the mind begins counting what is missing, before comparison quietly steals your peace, before the day turns into chasing and correcting and improving, pause and notice something simple. You are still here. This breath is still moving. This heart is still beating. This life, imperfect, unfinished, sometimes messy, is still yours. In Buddhism, gratitude is not forced positivity. It is not pretending everything is beautiful. It is not ignoring pain. Gratitude is much quieter than that. It is clear seeing. It is the gentle recognition that even with difficulties, something precious remains. Most people wake up and immediately scan for problems. What do I have to fix today? What am I behind on? What did I do wrong yesterday? What do others have that I don't? The brain is wired to notice threats and lack. It thinks this will protect you. But when you begin every morning focused on what is missing, life starts to feel like a constant deficiency. Nothing feels enough. Not your progress, not your body, not your relationships, not yourself. And happiness cannot grow in a mind that only sees scarcity. The Buddha taught something surprisingly simple. Contentment is the greatest wealth, not because you stop growing, but because you stop believing you are incomplete. Gratitude gently trains the mind to see sufficiency, to see what is already supporting you, to see what has not fallen apart. Each morning, before you get out of bed, take a moment to reflect on 3 small things that are still here. Not grand achievements, not dramatic blessings, small, ordinary truths. Maybe it's, I woke up today, I have a place to rest, I can breathe without pain, or someone in my life cares about me. Sunlight is coming through the window. My body carried me through yesterday. Simple things, almost boring things, but real. You don't have to feel overwhelming emotion. This isn't about forcing yourself to feel thankful. It's about noticing, just noticing. The warmth of your blanket, the quiet of the morning, the fact that your heart has worked all night without asking anything from you. Life is quietly supporting you in thousands of ways you rarely acknowledge. When you begin to see this, something softens. The constant pressure to get somewhere else relaxes. You stop treating life like a problem to solve. You start treating it like something to care for. Try placing a hand on your chest and silently saying, "Thank you for another day. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this chance to begin again." These words are not for anyone else. They are for your own nervous system. Gratitude signals safety. It tells the body, right now, nothing is wrong. Right now, you have enough. And when the body feels safe, happiness naturally appears. Not excitement, not thrill, but a quiet steadiness, a feeling of, it's okay. This is the kind of happiness that lasts. There is another reason morning gratitude is powerful. It changes how you see the rest of the day. When you start from lack, everything feels like a struggle. When you start from appreciation, everything feels like a gift. Drinking water becomes refreshing, not routine. Walking outside becomes grounding, not boring. A conversation becomes meaningful, not just noise. You begin to experience life directly instead of rushing past it. And slowly, almost invisibly, comparison loses its grip. You stop measuring your life against others because you are too busy noticing your own. The Buddha often spoke about suchness, the simple miracle that things exist exactly as they are. A tree is just a tree. The sky is just the sky. This moment is just this moment. Nothing extra is required to make it worthy. When you practice gratitude, you begin to see this suchness everywhere. The ordinary becomes enough. And when ordinary is enough, happiness becomes much easier to find. Of course, some mornings will feel heavy. Some days you will wake up tired, sad, or discouraged. Gratitude doesn't mean denying that. You can still acknowledge pain. You can still say, "This is hard," But even then, you might gently add, and still, I am breathing, and still, this moment is here. Gratitude and difficulty can exist together. One does not cancel the other. In fact, gratitude often makes hardship easier to carry because you realize not everything is broken at once. Something is still holding you. Something is still supporting you. Something is still okay. That realization creates resilience. Over time, this habit quietly rewires perception. You start noticing beauty automatically, the sound of birds, the warmth of tea, a kind message. Small details you once overlooked become tiny sources of joy. Life feels fuller, not because you added more, but because you finally see what was already present. Happiness in this way is not something you chase, it is something you uncover. Like light that was always there, hidden behind clouds of distraction. Like light that was always there, hidden behind clouds of distraction. So, tomorrow morning, before reaching for your phone, before thinking about what you lack, before stepping into the rush, pause, look gently at your life, and whisper thank you for what is still here. Let appreciation be the first language of your day, and watch how much lighter your heart begins to feel. Habit 5. Move your body slowly and return home to yourself. Before the mind becomes busy, before the world asks you to perform, there is something very simple you can do that changes the emotional tone of your entire day. Move. Not to burn calories, not to sculpt your body, not to become more productive, but to come home to yourself. In Buddhist practice, the body is not separate from the mind. They are not two different things. They are one continuous experience. When the body is tense, the mind feels anxious. When the body is rushed, the mind feels pressured. When the body is numb, the mind feels disconnected. And yet most people live almost entirely in their heads. From the moment they wake up, they are thinking, planning, remembering, worrying, scrolling. Hours pass before they even notice their body, until the neck aches, until the back tightens, until exhaustion appears. This quiet disconnection is a subtle form of suffering, because when you are not in your body, you are not fully in your life. Happiness becomes abstract, something you think about rather than something you feel. The Buddha taught mindfulness not only in sitting meditation, but in walking, standing, stretching, washing, sweeping. Everyday movements were considered sacred because they bring you back to direct experience. They bring you back to now. So each morning, before diving into tasks, give yourself 10 or 15 minutes of gentle, mindful movement. Not intense, not punishing, gentle, kind, almost slow enough to feel boring. Because slowness is what allows awareness to return. You might stretch your arms overhead and feel the length of your spine. Roll your shoulders and notice where you're holding tightness. Turn your neck slowly as if you are greeting the day with your whole body. Or step outside for a short walk. Feel your feet touching the ground. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Notice the air on your face, the sounds around you, the light changing in the sky. Don't listen to anything. No podcasts, no music, just the world as it is. Let walking become walking, nothing extra. At first, the mind may resist. It may say, "This is a waste of time. I should be doing something useful." But this is useful, deeply useful, because this is where your nervous system resets. When you move slowly and intentionally, the body receives a powerful message. There is no emergency. You are safe. You can soften. Stress hormones lower. Breathing deepens naturally. Thoughts lose their sharp edge, and something very subtle happens. You begin to feel real again, not like a mind dragging a body around, but like a whole human being. This sense of embodiment is essential for happiness, because joy is not a thought, it is a sensation. Warmth in the chest, lightness in the limbs, ease in the breath. If you are disconnected from your body, you can't fully feel these things. You may achieve success, but still feel strangely empty. Movement reconnects you. It reminds you, I am alive, I am here. This body carries me through every moment of my life. There is also something deeply compassionate about morning movement. Instead of criticizing your body for how it looks or what it can't do, you begin caring for it, listening to it. Some mornings you will feel energetic. Other mornings, heavy and stiff. Both are okay. The practice is not to force. The practice is to meet your body where it is. The Buddha called this the middle way. Neither pushing too hard nor neglecting yourself. Just steady care. You might gently say to yourself while stretching, "Thank you for carrying me yesterday. Let me treat you kindly today." These small attitudes matter more than any workout plan, because harshness creates resistance, kindness creates consistency. Over time, you'll notice that this habit doesn't only change your body, it changes your mood. Emotions that felt stuck begin to loosen. Anxiety softens. Sadness feels lighter. Because emotions are not just thoughts, they live in the muscles, in the breath, in posture. Movement allows them to flow instead of harden. It's like opening the windows of a room that has felt stuffy all night. Fresh air enters. Everything feels clearer. You may also notice that after mindful movement, simple things feel better. Water tastes fresher. Food feels nourishing. Your senses feel awake. The world feels more vivid. This is because you are no longer trapped in mental noise. You are actually here, experiencing your life directly. And this direct experience is where happiness quietly lives, not in future plans, not in achievements, but in the feeling of your feet on the floor, the stretch of your arms, the rhythm of your steps, ordinary sensations, fully felt. As you move, you may even realize something surprising. You don't need to fix yourself this morning. You don't need to improve anything. You just need to be present. This realization alone can bring a deep sense of peace, because so much suffering comes from constantly trying to become someone else. Movement teaches acceptance. It says, this body, as it is enough. This moment, as it is enough. So tomorrow morning, before the world speeds you up, slow down. Stand, stretch, walk, breathe. Move like someone who has nowhere urgent to be. Move like someone who is caring for something precious, because you are. You are caring for the only body you will ever have. And when the body feels safe and supported, the mind follows. Happiness doesn't feel like something you have to chase. It feels like something that was waiting for you all along, right here, inside the simple act of moving gently through your own life. Habit 6. Sit in silence and remember the kindness you want to bring into the world. before the conversations begin, before the messages arrive, before you step into your roles and responsibilities. Give yourself one final gift each morning. Silence. Not empty silence, not lonely silence, but the kind of silence that feels like early dawn, soft, spacious, alive. In Buddhism, silence is not the absence of sound, it is the absence of chasing. It is what remains when you stop reaching for the next thing. And in this quiet space, something important returns to you. Yourself. Most people wake up and immediately become someone for others. An employee, a parent, a partner, a problem solver, a responder. Within minutes, their attention belongs to the world. But very few people begin the day by simply being a human being, breathing, sitting, existing without performance, without expectation, without needing to prove anything. This is why so many people feel strangely tired before the day has even begun, because they never actually arrive in their own life. They are always already elsewhere. Silence changes that. Each morning, after you wake gently, after you breathe, after you stretch, sit down somewhere comfortable, on your bed, on a chair, on the floor. Keep your back relaxed but upright. Rest your hands softly and do nothing. No phone, no reading, no planning. Just sit. Let the world wait a few more minutes. At first, this may feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. The mind might say, "This is pointless. I should be doing something. I'm wasting time." But notice that voice. Notice how quickly it wants to escape the present moment. That restlessness is not a problem. It is simply the habit of constant stimulation, and you are gently unlearning it. Bring your attention to sounds around you. Maybe distant traffic, maybe birds, maybe the quiet hum of the room. Let sounds come and go like waves. No need to label them, no need to follow them, just listening. Then notice your breath, the natural rhythm, nothing special, nothing dramatic, just life breathing itself. Thoughts will appear, they always do, plans, memories, tiny worries. Let them pass like clouds. You don't have to fight them, and you don't have to believe them. Simply notice, thinking is happening, and return to sitting. This simple practice teaches something profound. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind them. When you realize this, even briefly, a deep relief appears, because you no longer have to chase every worry. You no longer have to solve everything immediately. You can let life unfold a little more naturally. This space, this quiet distance between you and your thoughts, is where peace begins. But there is one more gentle step. After sitting in silence for a few minutes, bring to mind one question. How do I want to meet the world today? Not what do I need to finish, not what do I need to fix, but how do I want others to feel around me? This question shifts something subtle but powerful. It moves attention away from self-pressure and toward connection. In Buddhist teaching, happiness grows when we reduce harm and increase kindness. Not grand gestures, small ones, a softer tone, a patient pause, a listening ear, a little less judgment, a little more understanding. So quietly in the silence, set a simple intention of kindness. You might say, "Today, may I speak gently. May I be patient with myself. May I cause less harm. May my presence bring ease." These are not promises you must perfectly keep. They are directions. Like setting a compass before walking into a forest. You may still get lost sometimes, you may still forget, but you know which way is north, and you can always return. This final morning habit is powerful because it changes the emotional quality of everything that follows. When kindness is your foundation, small annoyances don't escalate as easily. You pause before reacting. You breathe before speaking. You remember that everyone you meet is carrying invisible struggles. The cashier, the co-worker, the stranger on the street. Just like you, they want to feel safe. They want to feel understood. They want to feel okay. When you remember this, harshness softens naturally, and something beautiful happens. Instead of moving through the day feeling separate and defensive, you begin to feel connected. And connection is one of the deepest sources of happiness we have. Not achievement, not status, but the quiet sense that we belong to each other, that we are walking this life together. Silence helps you remember that, because in silence, the ego relaxes, the constant me quiets down, and compassion has room to breathe. Over time, this habit becomes a refuge. Even on busy days, you carry a trace of that morning stillness with you, like a calm lake inside your chest. When things get overwhelming, you take one breath and you're back, grounded, steady, present. This is not something you have to earn, it's something you practice. A few minutes each morning, sitting, breathing, remembering who you want to be. Happiness often feels complicated, but sometimes it's as simple as this. A quiet room, a steady breath, a gentle heart. Before the world begins, begin with silence, and let kindness be the first thing you carry into the day. Happiness is not something far away or waiting in the future. It is shaped quietly each morning in how you wake, breathe, move, notice, and care for yourself and others. These 6 habits are not rules to perfect, only gentle practices to return to again and again. If this reflection brought you even a little calm, consider subscribing to Mindfulness for more peaceful teachings and daily wisdom. May your mornings be soft, your heart steady, and your days filled with quiet happiness.